Hi again, welcome back. I'm just pulling up to my next ride here. My goodness, I quite a few rides booked in today, and I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Once again, we'll see if it's the kind where we'll have the opportunity to share a conversation with y'all, or if it's going to be a quiet one. If it's going to be a quiet ride, if the vibe is one where they kind of desire just a quiet ride, I'm going to give you the road view so that you can see what's going on, and that'll be our cue that that's what's going on. So yeah, welcome in advance, those who are going to be coming in. I won't respond to your texts when I have a rider in here. They're my priority, and so I kind of focus on that. Otherwise, if you do comment on things that are pertinent to the conversation I'm having, I'll definitely acknowledge them and include them in the conversation with my rider. So yeah, there's that. 4:20. Oh, I still have about 6 minutes here, 5 minutes before they're obligated to come out, so we're good to go. Yeah. I've got about an hour and a half left to my shift. What's today been like? It's been an okay day, I guess. Nothing to write home about. I usually have benchmarks that I try to aim for in relation to the work that I do. Sometimes, yeah, it doesn't quite work out so that I reach them the way I desire, but yeah, we do what we can. Yeah, so today's one of those days that it's been a little slower than anticipated, but it doesn't take away from the caliber of connections that I've been experiencing. So you'll notice on some of the videos I've already had, there's this response I have after a really good conversation or a really good connection where I'm just in wonder, and the way I express that is I just start laughing. Laughing in appreciation and gratitude with joy. It's nice. It's nice. I'm grateful. Yeah. Hello friends coming in. For those of you who are coming in, I'm just waiting for my Uber ride. I live stream my Uber rides because we have some amazing moments that I want to share with you all. In the moments you can only see me because, hello Amy, I only share I only share me in the camera. Hello Christopher, because I want to safeguard their privacy until I get permission, if they're open to me sharing that. And then I have a GoPro right above us here that I can take the recording from and share that online. So that's kind of my MO. Hello Nav, good to see you. Amy, I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Just a quick Spanish. Christopher, I don't know Spanish, no. But just a quick heads up, y'all. When my rider comes in, I usually focus on them. And so if you're like chatting with me, I most likely will not be interacting with your text because they're my priority. So I will definitely include elements of your text if it's like part of the conversation I'm having. I'll loop that in as well, and I'll respond to your comments afterwards. Amy says, I'm a boy. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know, Amy, or Amy's boy. Nav, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Good to have you on here. Thanks for spending some time on this live stream. I know there's plenty of live streams, but I feature these ones here because it's my way. Hi, Avery. It's my way of saying, how can I inspire y'all in what good quality connections looks like. Miami? No, Christopher, I'm actually in Calgary, Alberta. Here's my ride. I'm going to go grab the door for them. I'll be right back. Hang tight. One of the things I do is I open the door for my riders, my Uber. It's just one of the ways I want to give good service, and so I'll be right back. Hello, Rita. I want to tell you two things. One, actually three things. I'm Binyam. Nice to meet you. Secondly, Rita, I I do something unusual in my Ubers where I like to live stream my experiences because I have really wonderful connections. I wanted to give you an update just so that you don't say anything that you like. You're not on camera. It's just me on the camera. But yeah, it's just my way of sharing some wonderful connections I make along my way.
Okay.
And then thirdly, my previous rider, her name was Rita as well. And so after I dropped her off and I saw your ride was next, I was so confused. I was thinking, I just dropped Rita off. Did I not drop her off or did I forget? I'm like, no. So it's very unusual that I meet someone with the same name twice.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It was very interesting indeed. Yes. Is this your first time outside today or have you been out and about already?
Today?
Yeah.
The first time.
First time.
Okay.
You're coming as it gets dark.
Yeah, I know.
Can I tell you something about these streets? I think they're so beautiful how the trees grow over the street. Isn't it lovely?
Yeah, it is.
I think it's more beautiful in the summer, but even in the winter, it's kind of, I like it. I like it. Rita, where are you from?
Ukraine.
Ah, how long has Canada been home for you?
Well, overall,
Yeah.
5 years, but with a pause, so like it's been 2 years.
I see, I see. I've been here since I was 8 years old.
Oh, nice.
So I basically grew up here. Can you guess where I'm from?
No.
No.
I'm not good at that.
Would you believe me
Sorry.
Would you believe me if I told you China?
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm not from China.
Well, I mean,
It's possible, you're right. Yeah, which is in Africa.
mhm.
But I grew up in Kenya.
Nice.
And then when I moved here, I moved to BC where I grew up for the most part.
Interesting.
When you moved here, did you come by yourself or with family?
Yeah, I'm by myself.
Wait, oh my goodness. So, sorry, I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm like, that's a big move. And I'm sure it was not easy to navigate on your two, but you did it.
Yeah.
Amazing. After 2 years, does Canada feel like home or not yet?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I like it here, so.
Yeah. I'm often interested because sometimes when we come to a new setting that may be different,
Yeah.
I'm often fascinated by what makes a place feel comfortable and like home, you know? Sometimes it's the people that we're around. Other times it's maybe the land that we were, you know, most familiar with or something like that, right? But as an immigrant, one of the things I'm often grateful for is countries like this that open up their border and say, come and make a new home again, right?
Right.
Yeah. What's your errand this afternoon?
I'm just going to a doctor's appointment.
Ah, gotcha. You can't do that from home.
I can't, unfortunately.
No. Rita, are you open to sharing some ideas with me on a topic that I'm interested in exploring?
I mean, I can try.
I would love that if you are open to it. The theme that I am exploring a lot, and my interest in this is it more, but I want to encourage others. It is the theme of integrity.
Sorry?
Integrity.
Okay.
Have you heard of that word, integrity?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. So it's on that theme. I was struggling to say, how can I experience integrity? I didn't have many answers though. I've had to learn some more about it through hard experiences in my life. But now one of my missions is, how can I share this conversation with many more young men and hopefully inspire or encourage them to live with integrity? So it's a fun way that I explore this. I have a notepad here with 7 questions.
Okay.
So choose me one number between 1 and 7. I'll read that question and then maybe we can explore that question a bit more.
5.
5. Ooh. is one of my favorite ones. The question is, how does integrity relate to authenticity?
Um,
Maybe a good place to start, if I may suggest it. Um, in your experience, or in your own words, how would you define integrity?
like if I understand
Yeah.
the word correctly, of course, but it's like knowing who you are and being true to it.
I like that. I like that. That's very much what I would say too.
Yeah.
So, knowing who you are and being true to it. Oh, hold on. Do you know what? I think who you are and being true. Okay, so what you described is part of that question, and the reason I chose this question was because in this culture, um, there's an understanding that authenticity and integrity can almost sound like the same thing. They almost feel the same, don't they?
Yeah.
And hence why this question. I'm like, ooh, this is an interesting one to explore and pull apart. So, authenticity. It sounds like that's what you just described, knowing who you are and just being true to it, like true to that, right?
Right.
So, I guess the next part would be, I think there's maybe a difference between integrity and authenticity. Do you have any suggestion of how that could be different? I'll share with you my idea too.
I I wouldn't say that they're different,
Okay.
but more like authenticity is a part of integrity.
I totally agree. Yes. So integrity is a part of authenticity. So one way to say that is you can have authenticity without integrity, but you can't have integrity without authenticity.
Yeah.
So what's that missing part that integrity has that authenticity does not?
I think authenticity is like about you specifically, but integrity can also include like experience you gain from other people as well.
Ooh, okay.
Like
Like which of those two do you think you hear more often in culture? Authenticity or integrity?
in culture in Canada.
In Canada.
I don't know that I know a lot of like
The culture,
a
yeah.
lot of people
Yeah.
to actually not a lot of like Canadian people to actually tell like valid thought.
Yeah, okay. That's
But
fair.
I don't know. I would probably say more. I don't know.
That's totally fair. I would probably say the same thing if I was in your country saying, I have yet to understand this culture a bit more. Now, in Ukraine, was there like which of the two would be more understood in your culture? Like experienced or talked about?
Well, I think more integrity,
Okay.
but might not be necessarily positive way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like more of the moral part I'm talking about, not the authenticity.
I see. I see. I've had some Ukrainian friends in the last couple of years, and I've really enjoyed hearing the difference in their perspective when they compare this culture with the Ukrainian culture. What are some contrasts that you've noticed in your 2 years here of how culturally the Ukrainians are diverse and different from this culture here?
Um, Canadians are more open to other people.
Mm,
that they're less frank.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
sometimes, not all,
Yeah.
of course, but
Yeah.
yeah,
My one friend, do you know what he told me? My one friend said to me, he said, in our culture, if we don't know you, we probably wouldn't talk to you
yeah.
or be open, right? He said,
Mhm.
and he said to me, I would be like, we're suspicious if a person smiles too much,
Yeah.
and if they talk too much. And I'm like me. He said, not with you per se. He said, but like in general. I said, I can appreciate that. In my culture, they're very reserved. This is the Ethiopian culture.
Mhm.
They're very reserved, and in their being reserved, one of the things that they appreciate is like when you don't talk too much.
Right.
My parents would often accuse me of saying, "William, you talk too much." They say, so there's ways that I don't fit in my culture very well either. Thanks for sharing with me your ideas. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Have you visited the Ukrainian coffee store downtown yet?
Sure. Yeah, I've been there a couple of times.
A couple of times. The company I used to work for, we would deliver their supplies, so I got to know that store. There's this one tea that they introduced me to. It's like a red tea that I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. But it was
For that?
say
I think I know.
yeah. It was so amazing. It was just like wow. Yeah, I was very impressed. It had like some leaves in it as well too, but it was very red and
Yeah.
I forget.
Oh, the place.
What do you do for work, dear?
I'm like customer service in the clinic.
Oh, I see.
Speed and red light camera in 300 meters. Speed limit is 70 kilometers per hour.
In the Western culture, they say customer service, the customer is always right. Do they say the same thing in Ukrainian culture?
They do.
Speed
They
limit
do.
is 70
But it's not
kilometers per hour.
the correct statement.
When you moved to Canada, you moved straight to Calgary, is that right?
Well, when I first came to Canada, I came to study
Yes.
like 7 years ago.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So I went to Nova Scotia.
Oh wow, okay. The other side of the country.
Yeah.
And you were there for 4 years or how?
For 3 and then COVID.
Okay, oh, and then COVID.
Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah.
So I went back home and then I came back straight to Calgary.
To Calgary. Why did you choose Calgary specifically?
Well, it used to be good immigration policies.
Right.
And I also, most importantly, I had friends here
Yeah,
that I knew from like a long time ago.
I see. Yeah, that would
I had some like
connections.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. That makes sense. I grew up in BC myself, and I came here to finish my studies. But after I spent some time here, I fell in love with this place. Mountains, I love the horizon that includes the mountains, and I like how much sky we have here. There's so much sky to look at, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And in the winter, we have Chinooks, a little with that, but I like it.
That's nice.
Yeah. I'm seeing lots of doubles today. I just told you about you're the second Rita in a row for me. And here I have the same vehicle in front of me, another double. So many doubles, it seems.
Might be a good sign.
I hope so. I don't consider myself superstitious though. But I'll take it in case it is. Do you have brothers and sisters?
I have an older sister who took Poland first and then I came to Korea.
Okay. How many years between you? I'm the oldest of 6 kids in my family. And when we moved to Canada, there was just 3 of us. And then my parents had 3 more when I was in my teen years and into my 20s. So the difference in age between me and my youngest sister is 22 years difference. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's kind of neat actually, I think.
Yeah. I had a classmate that there's a difference between her older and the younger.
Oh goodness. Similar then.
Yeah.
Same parents.
But there were
as-
only 3 of them. Yes.
Wow, okay. Usually I hear about that, but usually it's because there may be different mom or dad there. So it's very unique to find same parents who have that. Do you know what your dream job in life is yet?
Right now, I don't know I was gonna change, but right now I want to be a massage therapist.
Ah, yes.
So, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay. I've discovered, because I spend time with some very close friends, they say they really appreciate my skill in giving massages, even though I've never had formal training. I recently joined a community where one of the principles of this community is to gift services and things. So I thought it'd be neat to gift my massages, and so I bought a massage table. At the festival, I set them up at the massage table all day. There were so many people who just came by, the massage therapists who have trained. I can understand there's so much I don't understand, because there's ways they understand the body and how it connects, and so I'm fascinated when I get a chance to listen to them. Yeah. They say in the East, in the Maritimes, it's like one of the kindest places in all the country. Did you experience that as well? Like more kindness than here?
Like, you mean
The people.
Eastern provinces?
Yeah, in Halifax.
Well, I wasn't even in Halifax. But I would say so,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
It might be because where I was at least,
Yeah.
there was a lot more like elderly people than young people,
Oh, I see.
and most of the young people were students.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were also international students.
Yeah.
So like just the community is very like open-minded.
Yeah.
Everybody's from everywhere, and like elderly people are often, like in my experience,
Yeah.
very, like kind people.
Of course.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
I'd say so.
Hmm. Not that I'm surprised, but we made it. I'm always grateful when we arrive safely,
Yeah,
because there's so many things that can happen along the way.
that's true.
Thank you for sharing your time and your ideas with me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for the rate.
The pleasure is mine. I hope to see you again sometime.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye. Hi friends, welcome back. I just have under an hour left in my shift. I'm just gonna clock off here and then come back again for the next live stream, which will be in 3 minutes. So I'll see you soon.